Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you why fluency feels impossible and what you can do to finally break through. You know many English words. You studied grammar for years, but when you try to speak, your mind goes blank completely. You feel stuck between knowing and actually using the language. This frustration is very real. Many learners face this block. They memorize vocabulary lists, they complete grammar exercises, but fluency does not come easily. Why does this happen to you? Because knowing is not enough. Your mind needs clear pathways. It needs thinking frameworks. Without clear mental structure, English feels overwhelming daily. You start with high motivation. You practice for a few days, then life gets busy again. Your practice becomes scattered. You jump from app to app daily. Nothing sticks in your mind. This inconsistency kills it. Your brain cannot build patterns when practice keeps changing. Here is what really happens. You learn words in isolation. You study grammar as rules only. You do not see the system. Your listening, reading, speaking, they all feel separate to you, so progress feels very slow. Self-doubt starts creeping in. Maybe English is too hard. These thoughts drain your energy. But here's the real truth. The problem is not your ability. The problem is your approach. You need mental frameworks first. You need thinking tools that work. These tools organize your mind. They make learning feel natural. Imagine learning with clear steps. Imagine seeing progress daily. This is completely possible. But you need one shift first. You need to think differently, not harder, but smarter instead. Stay with me in this video. I will share 5 mental models. These are thinking frameworks. I will explain them simply, no complex theory or jargon here, just clear, practical frameworks. You can use them today itself. They will change how you learn. They will organize your practice. Here is a small curiosity hook. One simple mental model helped me understand English grammar patterns in 3 weeks of practice only. It was not about memorizing more, it was about thinking differently. That one shift changed everything. So do not skip this video now. Each minute will give you tools that make English easier, tools that reduce frustration. By the end of this video, you will have 5 clear models. You will know how to use them. Your English learning transforms from confusing to crystal clear. Are you ready for this shift? Then let us begin right now. So what is a mental model exactly? Let me explain this very simply. A mental model is a thinking tool. It is a clear way to understand and process information daily. Think of it like a mental map. When you have a map in new city, you do not feel lost anymore. Mental models work the same way. They give your brain clear paths. They help you make better choices. They help solve problems faster. Great thinkers use mental models. Scientists use them for research. You can use them to learn English. Mental models are not complicated. They are just clear thinking habits. Once you understand them fully, everything becomes easier to learn. Now, how does this help English? English learning has many parts: vocabulary, grammar, listening, speaking, reading, writing too. It feels overwhelming to manage, but with mental models, you see how everything connects together. You stop learning things randomly. You start learning systematically. Your brain organizes information. Patterns become clear to you. Memory improves naturally too. Mental models reduce mental clutter. They help you focus on what matters. They show what to practice daily. They make learning feel lighter. You are not just memorizing now, you are understanding deeply. In this video, I will teach 5 powerful mental models. Each one is simple to understand. Each one has practical steps. You will see real-life examples, no theory, just practical clarity. These models work for all learners. Whether you are beginner level or intermediate trying to improve, these frameworks will help you. They will organize your mind. So let us start learning now. The first mental model is called First Principles Thinking. First principles means basics. It means breaking big problems into smallest possible parts. Instead of accepting things as is, you ask, what is really true here? Let me give you a daily example. Imagine you want to cook biryani. You can follow a recipe blindly, or you can understand the basics. When you understand these basics, you can cook biryani any way. This is first principles thinking. Now let's apply this to English. Many learners memorize word lists. They see uncomfortable as one word, but first principles says stop. Break it down into basics first. Look at the word uncomfortable. It has 3 parts actually. Un is a prefix, it means not. Comfort is the root word. Able is a suffix, means can be. So uncomfortable means not able to be in a state of comfort. When you see structure clearly, you understand the word deeply. And now you can understand hundreds of other words with same pattern. Unhappy, unable, uncertain. You are not memorizing anymore. You are understanding the system. Let us take a grammar example now. You struggle with present perfect. First principles says go deeper. What is the basic purpose here? Present perfect connects past and now. The action started in the past, but it affects the present moment. I have learned English for 2 years. Learning started in the past. It continues affecting you now. Once you understand this basic truth, you stop making mistakes with it. Here's your practice cue today. Pick 3 English words right now. Break each word into parts. Find the root, prefix, suffix. Understand what each part means. Do this daily with new words. Your vocabulary will grow faster. Let me show one more example. You find sentence structure confusing. First principles says simplify. What is the most basic sentence? Subject plus verb. That is all. She runs. This is complete. Everything else is just addition. When you see this basic truth, complex sentences become easy. Here's a curious question for you. If you understood just 10 root words, how many English words could you know? 1 root can unlock 50 words. 10 roots can unlock 500. First principles thinking reveals it. So start practicing this today. Ask what is the basic truth here. Break it down into smallest parts. Understand each part separately. This one shift will change how you approach every English lesson. Grammar will feel logical now. Vocabulary will grow naturally. The second mental model is inversion. Inversion means thinking backwards. Instead of asking what to do, you ask what not to do instead. Let me explain with simple example. Imagine you want to stay healthy. Inversion asks, what should I avoid? Avoid too much sugar, fried food. When you focus on avoiding harm, health improvement happens naturally. Now let us apply this to English. Most learners ask this question, how can I speak English perfectly? This creates pressure and anxiety. But inversion changes the question. Ask instead, what mistakes should I avoid when speaking English? Suddenly, the path becomes clear. Avoid translating word for word. Avoid stopping after every mistake. Avoid speaking too fast nervously. When you focus on avoiding these, your speaking improves automatically. Here's another English example. You want to improve your writing. Inversion asks, what makes writing bad? Bad writing has no clear structure. Bad writing uses repetitive words. Bad writing has grammar errors. Now you have a clear checklist. Avoid these things today. Your writing improves immediately. Let me give you a listening example. You struggle to understand native speech. Inversion helps you think differently. What stops me from understanding? I try to translate every word. I panic when I miss one word. I do not focus on context clues. Now you know what to avoid doing. Stop translating word for word. Stop panicking at unknown words. Start focusing on overall meaning. Your listening improves this way. Here's your practice cue today. Write down 2 common mistakes that you make in English daily. Now focus on avoiding just these 2 for the entire day today. Notice how your confidence grows. This is inversion working for you. Let me share one more example. You want to build good study habits. Inversion asks, what wastes my time? Checking phone every 5 minutes, studying without clear goals. When you stop these time wasters, productivity increases automatically. Here's a curiosity hook for you. What if avoiding just 3 mistakes could improve your English more than learning 10 new rules? This is the power of inversion. It focuses your energy wisely. It removes obstacles from path. So start thinking in reverse today. When you face any English challenge, ask what you should avoid doing. This simple mental shift will save hours of wasted effort daily. You will make fewer mistakes. You will feel less frustrated. You will gain confidence faster. Inversion is your second model. The third mental model is called systems thinking. Completely, this will change how you see English. Most learners treat skills separately, but English is not separate parts. English is a connected system. Everything affects everything else. Let me explain with simple example. Think about your body as a system. When you exercise, heart gets stronger. Better blood flow boosts energy. More energy improves focus. See how everything connects? This is systems thinking in life. Now let us apply this to English. When you read English books daily, you are not just improving reading. Reading expands your vocabulary. New vocabulary improves speaking. Better speaking builds confidence. More practice improves listening too. Reading also shows grammar patterns. Patterns help you write better. See how one activity helps everything? This is English as a system. Let me give you another example. You practice listening to podcasts. Listening exposes you to new words. You hear correct pronunciation. You notice natural sentence patterns. All of this helps your speaking. One practice session improves 3 skills.
This is the power of systems thinking. Here is your practice cue today. Map your 3 English activities. Activity 1, I read news articles. Activity 2, I watch English videos. Activity 3, I write short paragraphs. Now draw arrows showing connections. Reading gives me vocabulary for writing. Videos show me how to pronounce words. When you see connections clearly, you stop feeling overwhelmed by practice. You start choosing activities that connect. Let me show you practical application. Instead of separate vocabulary practice, read a short article in English. Note 5 new words from it. Use those words in speaking practice. Write 1 paragraph using those words. Now you practiced reading, speaking, vocabulary, and writing together. This is systems thinking in action. Your brain makes stronger connections. Fluency develops much faster this way. Here is another systems example. You want to improve pronunciation. Systems thinking is practice through speaking. When you speak full sentences daily, pronunciation improves automatically. Grammar practice happens at same time. One activity improves 4 skills. Let me give you a curious insight. What if 30 minutes of connected practice equals 2 hours of separate practice? Your brain loves connected learning. So stop practicing skills in isolation. Start seeing English as one system. Choose activities that touch multiple skills. Read and then discuss what you read. Listen and then write what you heard. Every practice session should connect at least 2 or 3 skills together. This is how fluency builds naturally. Systems thinking is your third model. Apply it to your practice now. The fourth mental model is called probabilistic thinking clearly. Probabilistic means based on likelihood. Some things are more likely to work. You experiment to find what works best. Let me explain with daily example. You want to wake up early daily. You try setting alarm across room. You are testing the probability. If it works 3 out of 7 days, probability of success is low. So you try a different method. This is probabilistic thinking. Now let us apply this to English. You practice speaking every day. But do you listen to yourself? Without feedback, practice is blind. You repeat same mistakes daily. But with feedback loops, everything changes. Here is how to create feedback loops. Record yourself speaking in English. It can be 1-minute recording. Now listen to that recording carefully. Notice where you hesitated. Notice grammar mistakes you made. Write down 1 or 2 mistakes. Tomorrow, focus on fixing just those. Record yourself again next day. Did you improve on those mistakes? This is a feedback loop. Small improvements happen daily. Let me give you a writing example. You write one paragraph in English. Read it again after 10 minutes. Check for grammar mistakes yourself. Note one mistake you always make. Next time you write, watch for this. This is feedback improving your writing. Here is your practice cue today. Note one improvement you made and one mistake you still make. Every day, repeat this exercise.
Track your progress over time. Some mistakes will disappear slowly. This daily feedback builds fluency. Let me share a listening example. You listen to an English podcast. After listening, ask yourself, how much did I understand today? Write down your honest assessment. Next day, listen to similar content. Check if understanding improved. This feedback tells you what works. Here's a curious insight for you. What if checking your progress daily made you improve 3 times faster? This is what feedback loops do. You are learning from every attempt. Your brain loves this type of learning. It builds self-awareness naturally. You become your own best teacher. Let me give you one more example. You want to improve pronunciation. Record 5 sentences every day. Listen and compare with native audio. Notice which sounds are different. Practice just those sounds tomorrow. This loop makes improvement certain. So start building feedback loops today. Always pause and reflect briefly. What went well in today's practice? What can I improve tomorrow? This simple habit transforms learning. Feedback loops are your 5th model. Use them every single day now. Now let us review all 5 models. Repetition helps your brain remember. Mental Model 1 is first principles. Break it down to basics always. Ask what is really true here. Understand root, prefix, suffix. Say this sentence out loud now. Break it down to basics. Think of one English word. Break it into parts right now. Mental Model 2 is inversion. Avoid mistakes, not chase perfection. Ask what not to do first. Say this sentence out loud now. Avoid mistakes, improve naturally. Think of one mistake you make often. Decide to avoid it today. Mental Model 3 is systems thinking. See the whole system, not parts. Listening helps speaking and writing. Everything connects together always. Say this sentence out loud now. See the whole system clearly. Think of how reading helps speaking. Mental Model 4 is probabilistic thinking. Try different approaches bravely. Test and find what works for you. Say this sentence out loud now. Try different approaches daily. Think of one new method to test. Mental Model 5 is feedback loops. Learn from feedback every day. Record, listen, notice, adjust. Say this sentence out loud now. Learn from feedback daily. Think of one thing to track today. Now say all 5 sentences together. Break it down to basics. Avoid mistakes, improve naturally. See the whole system clearly. Try different approaches daily. Learn from feedback every day. These 5 sentences hold power. They summarize all mental models. Repeat them every morning. Let them guide your practice. Now reflect on your English journey. Which mental model speaks to you most? Pick just one to start with. Do not try all 5 at once. Master one model this week. Next week, add another model. Slowly, all 5 become habits. Your thinking transforms completely. English learning feels natural now. You have the frameworks in mind. You have the tools to improve. Now you just need consistent practice. Small daily actions create fluency. Mental models guide those actions. Now let us see how mental models connect to your daily English practice. This is where theory becomes action. Start with first principles thinking. Apply it to vocabulary learning. Learn 10 root words first. Then you can understand hundreds of words built from those roots. For example, learn the root port. Port means to carry something. Now you understand transport, export, import, Portable, reporter. You learned one root, unlocked 5 words. Next, use inversion in grammar. Ask, what grammar mistakes do I make? List your top 3 common errors. Maybe you forget third-person s. Maybe you confuse past and present. Now focus on avoiding just these 3. Check every sentence you write today. Did I add s after he, she, it? This daily awareness reduces errors. Grammar improves without stress. Now apply systems thinking. Plan your practice as a system. Monday, read an article in English. Note 5 new words from it. Tuesday, use those words in speaking. Wednesday, write a short paragraph using the same 5 words. Thursday, listen to a podcast on the same topic you read about. Friday, review your speaking recording. See how everything connects now? Reading fed into speaking. Speaking fed into writing. This is systems thinking in practice. Now use probabilistic thinking. Experiment with 2 listening methods. Week 1, watch movies with subtitles. Week 2, listen to podcasts without text. After each week, reflect honestly. Which method helped understanding more? Based on results, choose your method. Finally, use feedback loops daily. Every evening, spend 5 minutes. Reflect on your English practice. What did I do well today? Which mistake did I make again? What will I focus on tomorrow? Write 3 sentences as reflection. Today, I learned 5 new words. I still struggle with past tense. Tomorrow, I will practice past tense. This daily reflection builds awareness. You stop repeating same mistakes. Over 1 month, growth becomes visible. Now imagine combining all 5 models. You break down complex grammar. You avoid common speaking mistakes. You practice skills as a system. You experiment with different methods. You track progress with feedback daily. This is how they work together. English stops feeling overwhelming. Step by step, day by day, you build real, lasting fluency. Not through random effort, but through clear, guided thinking. Mental models are your guides. They organize your mind. They accelerate your progress. So, start applying them from today. Pick one model to focus on first. Use it every day this week. Then add the next model. You become a smarter learner. You become fluent step by step. You have learned 5 mental models. Now it's time to take action. Small daily actions create big results. First, do not try everything at once. Pick just one mental model today. Which one felt most useful to you? Choose one and focus on it today. Make it a habit this week. Once it feels natural to you, add the second mental model. This is how lasting change happens, not through one big effort, but through small, consistent steps. Stay with me on this channel. Every video gives you clear tools. Subscribe so you don't miss them. Apply these mental models daily. Track your progress each week. You will see improvement clearly. Now, let me give you encouragement. Learning English is not about perfection. It's about progress, step by step. Every small improvement counts. Every mistake teaches you something. Mental models guide your journey. They make the path clear. They help you learn smarter. So trust the process now. Trust these thinking frameworks. You are capable of fluency. You just need clear thinking tools. And now you have them. Here's your final call. Subscribe to English Soul Talk. Continue your daily learning journey. Apply these models step by step. Practice with intention every day. Reflect on your progress weekly. Celebrate small wins always. Remember, fluency is not a destination. It's a journey of daily growth. And you are on that journey now. Mental models are your companions. They will guide you every day. So keep going, keep practicing, keep thinking clearly and calmly. Your English will improve naturally. Confidence will grow steadily. Fluency will become your reality. Thank you for staying with me. I will see you in next video. Keep learning, keep growing always.